10 years ago today, I signed up for Minecraft. And when I jumped in, this is the version of Minecraft that I was presented with. If you look at the blocks, that's all I had. There's nothing more and nothing less. Okay, so there was a couple more things. Iron ore, gold ore, and coal all aren't in the block selection. But they are in the world. So you can't place them, and you also can't place water and lava, although we'll get to that in a minute. Now, this game is a very, very simple Minecraft. It's come a long way since the days of this. So, one of the big things that if you go back this far, you'll notice is, just every little thing, like the blocks flashing. That means you can destroy it with left click. And if you right click, it makes it so you can place blocks. So it's one of those little things that I had to get used to it the other way back when it changed. But now I have to try getting reused to this way, which is a little bit awkward. But yeah, this is the game. There's really not much more than this. Water, grass, trees. You can plant trees. You can then put trees wherever you want. They don't have to be on the ground. I guess they do disappear. I don't remember all the details of trees. I guess they do despawn. I guess there are block update. I don't know. It's been a long time. Maybe they do grow up too. I always thought they were kind of static, but maybe that'll turn into a tree at some point. I don't know. But yeah, that just wanted to take a look at the Minecraft that I originally started playing. Now, I had seen friends play Minecraft before this point, and so I had seen earlier versions of the game, and they had let me kind of play the earlier versions, but I really didn't. I didn't play them all that long. They were reasonably simple, and there wasn't all that much to play in single player. You did have all the different colors of wool here, so you could place down nice colorful blocks of wool and make some sort of pixel art thing. It's a giant C, I guess. Okay. But yeah, so it was a simple game. And if you wanted to share what you did, you would you'd take a picture of it, put it on the forum, and share it that way. It was also possible to load and save games, as evidenced by the save and load level options in the menu. However, these were typically you had to have purchased the game, and you were granted the ability to save online. Hence the error there. And you also got a skin, which you could see on a multiplayer server. And it's all you got from purchasing the game. The game was no different if you didn't purchase it. You could still play on multiplayer servers. You just have the default Steve skin. And yeah, it's pretty much it. Now, one thing I do remember in particular is something that I remember exploiting quite heavily, and my friends exploited quite heavily, was this. Oh, sorry, no, that. And what that is a floating block of water. Now, it's not a source block. Source blocks didn't exist yet. In a way, everything's a source block. It creates more source blocks when it moves around, and it hasn't updated yet. I'm just checking on that tree. But when I do this, oh, poor tree, it's going to go away. it floods the entire world. Water spreads infinitely. Yeah, and it kills that tree. Okay. But yeah, water spreads infinitely, and it kills the grass. And so did lava. Lava spread infinitely. There were lava servers and other fun things. But it's just fun to have a retrospective of the game. To see how far it's come. And I'm not sure I necessarily agree with where modern Minecraft has gone. It's almost gotten too complex. There's a period of time where adding features seemed like such a great idea, and now there's just so much to the game. And it's no longer... It's not a bad game by any means. It's a fantastic game still. It's just not the Minecraft that I remember, because it's essentially a different game. It's morphed. It's changed. Things don't stay the same. That's a reality. And if things stayed the same, it would be boring. And they also wouldn't necessarily have made nearly as much money if things had stayed exactly the same. And so it's really better for everybody that it changed. Also, if you're wondering why it's such a low resolution being upscaled to 1080p, that's because this version of the game cannot be played in any other resolution than low. It was intended to be played in a browser. There might have been a full screen option, but F11 was not triggering it. Yeah, no. F11 does not trigger it. I think you just had to zoom in on the game back in the day. I don't really remember. But anyway, I figured I'd make a video and maybe thinking about doing some Minecraft Alpha, because I think that's when I had the most fun with the game. It's not necessarily the best version of Minecraft. I think I might put that at like beta 1.7.3, right before they removed the Farlands in the adventure update. But I think Alpha has the most interesting quirks to it that if I were to play, I'd be able to exploit all those quirks and have fun with. But I don't know. I'm going to find out. And so that's that. Just a quick video exploring ye old Minecraft. Yeah, and there's really not much to the land generation here. It's not too exciting. It's just there. It's basically just a place to put your stuff. You know, you could hollow out a mountain. You could build a mountain. You could build a tower. Make water elevators using the water lifting glitch, which is something we did. And there was a map editor called Omen that you could use, and that allowed you to place blocks wherever you wanted. And people were actually able to make calculators with water. They would use sand and water. The water would hit the sand would block the water, and it would either flow in one direction, both directions, or neither direction, and therefore you have and, or, and not gates, thus making NAND, NORs, etc., etc. And so, I helped my friends, well, more. I was with my friends at the time. I don't think I helped out all that much, making, I believe it was a hexadecimal to decimal converter using 7-segment displays and water, and it was reasonably complex for the day. And with the Omen editor, we chose for a small but tall map to utilize as much space as possible, because you could choose between what size of map you wanted at the time. And so we wanted the most vertical space because water traveled down, of course. And it worked. It was really interesting. Just a bunch of half-adders slapped together, and NOR gates and yada yada yada. I don't remember the whole thing actually. I'd have to look up how you do such a thing nowadays. But it was fun, and I enjoyed it. And it's, looking back at it, it's something where it's like, well, I probably couldn't play this version of the game for all that much amount of time. But I'll see about alpha. Maybe alpha is good enough that I could play it for a while and actually do something. And if that's not good enough, I'll move forward. And if that's not good enough, I'll continue moving forward until I hit modern Minecraft, and maybe I can pinpoint what just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't satisfy the Minecraft itch for me, which is weird. You boot up Minecraft and you think you wanna build and do stuff, but the reward for making a build just isn't quite the same as it used to be. It's different. Not bad, but different. So anyway, if you are one of the 88 subscribers who is somehow still around on this channel, first of all, why? I'm surprised that YouTube hasn't culled every single one of those subscribers, but hey, you're there. I mean, maybe that means you're all active accounts, and the second I put out this video, you'll all watch it. If you do, I'm sorry for the older videos. They're all atrocious, and the new ones won't be significantly better, I can tell you that much. But they'll be a little bit better. Just a little bit. I mean, it has been, 7 years since my last video and 8 years since my last Let's Play video? It's been a long time. It's been a very, very long time. So, that's it. I think what that means is to show off this world, we need to say goodbye in a big way. So, not that. We're going to... Come on. We're going to tower up all the way, and I think you know exactly how this is going to go. There we go. We're at cloud level. Well, kind of. Oh, yeah. No, we're at cloud level. They're nice flat clouds. Okay. And let's place our block of gravel there. And there's our water. So we're going to place that there. And say goodbye to the world. Oh, yeah. Look at that water. Might be a little bit dark. Look at that. Completely flooding this world. Just the shadow of water as it passes over this tiny world. See you next time.